Hello, my people. Good morning. Welcome back to our channel. I'm just very grateful to God for Mazen Ekpa because had it been as they held Mazen Amdekano there, nobody is speaking for Ndebo. The laughter would have been so high, but the tension is very high. The good guy is on it. He's on top of the game. No wonder Mazen
Bomb
Amdekano
pipeline
chose him.
and get the contract.
Let us
Did you
hear the
not hear the
exposition
audio
he
that
made
leaked long
concerning
time ago,
Akpabio,
where he was
Umahi,
commanding
Tunubu, and
militants,
why
giving the
they
money, 70
decided
million,
to
to go
choose
and bomb
Akpabio?
pipeline? After
This is
burning it, after
interesting
bombing it,
indeed.
he will now go and get money to fix the pipeline. Did you not hear when I did that particular exposition? I did it. So he's a criminal. Now Tinubu is bringing him to Senate to facilitate his criminality as a president. Nothing else. So that, Akpabio will become the president of Senate, and Tinubu will be pressing button from Aso Rock, and their drug businesses, their cartel, private jet, cocaine, and everything, his Yoruba syndicate, they will all be running to Qatar, where the drug is more expensive. That is what is going to happen, and that's what is going on. So the planning you see now, Umahi stepping down, is never for the interest of Ebonyi people, never for the interest of Ndibo, never for the interest of indigenous people in Nigeria. Umahi stepping down is because he has agreed as a criminal syndicate he is to work. Do you understand? Because he know that immediately Akpabio become the Senate president, all this crime you hear me reading now, everything gone under the carpet. They are the one who will confirm the next chairman of EFCC. The Senate is the one who will confirm who become the minister. Senate is the one who will confirm who become who. So before you go and start investigating, all those people that open case against Akpabio and you want to be confirmed as a minister, he will first of all tell you, if you do not drop this case against me, don't come to the red chamber, you can never be confirmed. I am telling you the fact. EFCC chairman need to come to the Senate. It is under Akpabio. I hope you are getting the point. Now, why I'm making this exposition today is that nobody is asking the EFCC, what is the allegation against Akpabio? They are not going there. Nobody is talking about that. All they are talking about now is that, Umahi has stepped down for Akpabio. Tinubu approved Akpabio. And everybody is Akpabio. Nobody is talking about the criminal charges, investigation, allegation against Akpabio, which we know it is not even an allegation, it is real. Now let us listen to, apart from that, how they ridicule the Biafra, Igbo-speaking Biafra people. Even when they are yet to become the Senate president, they're already ridiculing them. When Tinubu is not yet a president, he is already showing them what he is going to do. The president doesn't have regard to them. Akpabio is not yet a Senate president. He's already deciding them. Going to the people personally, going to Umahi personally to appeal to Umahi to step down. He forgot about the Kaku, other people from the eastern part of Nigeria. He doesn't regard them. He is not yet a Senate president too.
And all of you will suffer if you don't repent. You will suffer. Mark my words somewhere, you will suffer if you don't repent from your evil ways. You take money from murderers and from killers to suppress the truth. Biden doesn't know what is happening in Nigeria because they rely on the ambassador to feed them accurate information. And that is not happening because they've been bribed. And that is why people are dying in Nigeria. Nigeria is...
So he's not a president yet. He's sleeping in the court. In the court where it is the most important place for him now to go and open his eye to observe everything that is going on. He's there sleeping. I am telling you. And I wonder, if he's sleeping in the court, how is he going to be president? If he can sleep in the court where his own mandate and the hope is lying. He went there to start sleeping. Now watch.
That is it. We shouldn't be treated like nobody. And it's becoming a decimal for people to always, abuse people of Southeast in this manner. That should stop.
What do you do about it?
Well, we can't say what we'll do, but we will see the end of the game, how it will be.
I mean,
the most important thing, there's nothing, nobody's having anything against the president-elect. He's a nice gentleman.
You can imagine this one.
He's a good man.
You can imagine.
But
it's calling
in this, we don't know the politics that played that, gave room for this, because he shouldn't even be part of this in the first place.
Okay.
Even though, yes, he needs to have a good Senate that he will work with. But he shouldn't have come in so quick.
Okay.
And for my brother, His Excellency Dave Umahi, that just threw in, he gave a statement a day, and then after a day, he was consulted, and the people came to him, and the president called him, and then he gave up. Okay, that's good. In politics, maybe they gave him the right words for him.
Okay, you hear that? For him. Now let us take it back a little bit.
Listening to my brother, His Excellency Dave Umahi, he said that the candidate came to him. He said also that the president-elect invited him. That's two things. He came to him for consultation, and the president invited him. Now the question is this: have Godswill Akpabio come to the Southeast Caucus? I am aware he has seen the Southwest Caucus. Can you take it back to him and ask him if he had seen the Southeast Caucus?
If he consults with you without doubts,
has we been asked to come to, maybe on the invitation of the ruling party or on the invitation of the president-elect, and then please help me to achieve this. This is what I have also for you people. I mean, we came to the National Assembly from different platforms, and we shouldn't be treated like nobody. That is it. We shouldn't be treated like nobody. And it's becoming a decimal for people to always, abuse people of Southeast in this manner. That should stop.
What do you do about it?
Well, we can't say what we'll do, but we will see the end of the game, how it will be.
I mean,
the most important thing, there's nothing, nobody's having anything against the president-elect. He's a nice gentleman. He's a good man. But in this, we don't know the politics that played that, gave room for this, because he shouldn't even be part of this in the first place.
Okay, you don't know.
Even though, yes, he needs to have a good Senate that he will work with. But he shouldn't have come in so quick. And for my brother, His Excellency Dave Umahi, that just threw in, he gave a statement a day, and then after a day, he was consulted, and the people came to him, and the president called him, and then he gave up. Okay, that's good. In politics, maybe they gave him the right words for him.
Okay. All right. Now we are going to go again. Let us see what they wrote about Umahi. This commercial.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
All right, you're welcome back. Let us check Umahi and know what Umahi said. Senate presidency, Tinubu urged me to step down for Akpabio. Umahi. Governor David Umahi of Ebonyi State has disclosed that the president-elect Bola Tinubu urged him to step down for Senator Godwin Akpabio in the race for the 10th Senate presidency. Umahi made this disclosure on Monday at the Muhammad Buhari International Airport, Onoeke, while answering questions from newsmen on arrival to the state from Abuja. The governor said that he discussed the issue of his Senate presidency bid with Tinubu and had to had to accede to his request in the interest of all progressive Congress. In the interest of anybody, of course, in the interest of all progressive syndicate and the Southeast zone. How was that an interest of the Southeast zone? He invited me. It is his right as a president to make and anyone running for such office promises. I did not want to be a clod in the will of his progress, so I accepted. Are you hearing that? Akpabio is going to be the one that will make him progress. And so Umahi don't want to be an obstacle to that. So he has to accept. Umahi said that his withdrawal from the race was in the interest of the Southeast, as it could no longer to be the opposition, to be in the opposition. We cannot continue opposing everything, as politics is all about dialogue, give and take. What could have happened if I said no, considering our effort to promote the APC in the zone? We all get a tangible position, he said. Are you hearing it? It is all about promoting the APC in the Southeast. In the Southeast zone, Umahi, instead of thinking of Biafra, is still thinking of how to promote APC. He's still thinking of how to bring more subjugation, more criminality, more suffering, more hunger into the Southeast zone, because that is the only thing they represent. He is not, now he has opportunity to do whatever he wants to do at the Senate. He has opportunity to become a Senate president, to do whatever. That is, I am saying this because those who are always talking about one Nigeria, are always talking about governor, talking about Southeast leaders, always talking about what are the governors saying about Biafra. We never ever wanted these people to be part of Biafra, and they can never be part of Biafra. You think that Umahi will ordinarily just wake up one day and support Biafra with all the criminality they have done in Nigeria and supporting and what they have become in Nigeria? It is impossible. So I am not doing this for Umahi to join Biafra. We don't want him, and we don't want him to join. We are going to get Biafra without Umahi. In fact, Umahi joining Biafra will be a very big mistake for us. We don't need him. We don't need people like him to join Biafra. We will fight them, because these are the people that we are going to fight. That will fighting them will give Biafra the credibility that is needed. I am telling you the fact. Without fighting people like Umahi, Biafra will never come. It is them, these people like Umahi, are the one that subjected Biafrans to all manner of slavery, subjugation, all this kind of in the Southeast. They are the one that, they are the genitor of all this crime happening in the Southeast. So without fighting them, the credibility in getting this Biafra will not be there. So we don't need Umahi. Umahi should be in the opposition of Biafra. Umahi should continue to grow stronger in opposing Biafra, because at the end of the day, we need that opposition to push more for Biafra to come. But I have just come this evening to tell you that what you see them doing now is gathering all the criminals in Nigeria politics, putting them together to commit the worst crime on earth. I am telling you, Nigeria is going to, in fact, it is for our own good, the Biafra people. So all of you that are worried about 29th, please don't worry about 29th of May. Let them swear in Tinubu. It is for our own good. Let Akpabio become the Senate president. It is for our own good. We have legitimate requests. We are fighting a legitimate fight. Let them swear in Tinubu I am telling you, immediately Tinubu become the president, it is not only us that will be now shouting. Believe me, you are going to see many of them shouting, shouting for, they want a referendum. But then we are going to lock our door somehow and let them be shouting the referendum from the outside. But at the end of the day, the referendum will favor, the shouting they are going to be shouting will favor us. So every Biafra must calm down. Everything that is going to happen from 29 is going to be for our own good. If they swear in Tinubu, is for the best interest of Biafra, because by then all the forces will join together and they will, they will begin to support what we are doing for Biafra exit this year. And if they decide not to swear in Tinubu, Tinubu and his criminal gangs, and of course Shetima is the founder of Boko Haram, they are going to bring more insurgents to begin to fight them from Abuja. So it is going to also facilitate Biafra. I want you people to understand that the way Nigeria is now, going forward and going backward is not easy. I am telling you, every decision they make favors us. And that is why you see the reason why it is important that we maintain the momentum of this struggle for Biafra. If we have not maintained this struggle, the momentum up to this point, is it when this thing started happening after 29th that you're going to wake up and say, okay, let us start fighting for Biafra? No. If we have not put all this mechanism in place and even gone beyond our expectation, is it from the 29th of May you are going to be running around to set up government in exile? Is it on the 29th of May you are going to start writing nation? We have written to many nations of the world, notifying them of what is to come. So I believe that after 29th of May, there is nothing you are going to hear happening in Biafra land that is going to surprise many countries. By tomorrow, I will be notifying the president of Finland of our communication so far to many organizations, including to the European Union and the United Nations. Tomorrow, I will officially submit a notification to the president of Finland of our letters so far. Some of the important letters so far. We are going to notify the president of Finland. We are going to notify the former president of Finland and put them on. This is what the government, brother, we have gone far. I am telling you the fact. So by the time things start happening, nobody will say they have not been notified about the Biafra plight. So I am urging all Biafrans to put their ear on the ground tomorrow. We are going to hear update from the Biafra government in exile, as we are going to officially notify annexes to the president of Finland. Both the serving president and the former president of Finland. Both are very, very significant in international politics. And we are going to submit officially documents to them tomorrow. We will submit over 400 pages of document to them tomorrow. And you are going to hear that in the news. All right, I'm going to stop here. I want everybody to understand that most of the things we are doing now has to be more of awareness, media awareness, and it has to continue to be like that. And by the way, I just noticed that Sahara Reporter have joined the clue. It is a good thing to see them, not always attacking Simon Ekpa. So let us bring some of the report I saw this evening before we go into taking telephone calls. One moment. I saw something on the news. One moment. All right, here we go. I think this is just 4 hours ago. All right, it is good to it is good to see that. Let us see what Sahara Reporter had to say. It is good to see that Sahara Reporter, has joined the awareness campaign. This is Sahara Reporter 4 hours ago. Nnamdi Kanu's disciple Ekpa writes ECOWAS court over indefinite adjournment of suit filed by Northern Group to seek referendum for Biafra. You see, we are still waiting for the correspondence from them. This is from Sahara Reporter, as you can see. This is from Sahara Reporter. This was seen in a letter signed by Ekpa in his newly proclaimed capacity as the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic government in exile. So, anyway, it is good that I just come across this evening. So the game is changing. If not that, I think the game have changed, not just changing. So this is it. And at least it does not matter how they write it, but the information is there. The awareness is coming with a speed like train. So if you block the way, the train will smash you. This was seen in a letter signed by Ekpa in his newly proclaimed capacity as the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. The letter is dated May 8 and addressed to the Community Court of Justice, ECOWAS Court. Simon Ekpa, self-proclaimed disciple of Mazi Nnamdi, the detailed leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has written to the ECOWAS Court over the indefinite adjournment of a lawsuit brought before the regional court by the coalition of a northern group to seek referendum for the Biafra Republic. Now, nobody is talking about this particular lawsuit. They have swept it under the carpet. But we are not going to let them rest. The government of Biafra Republic in exile have been activated, and we are going to exhume. We are exhuming everything exhumable. And that's what we are doing. After all these things you see what we are doing now, we are going to hit Nigeria hard. Believe me. That's what we are doing. First of all, we need to exhume everything exhumable, create the awareness in the most highest places in the world, and then we start hitting them. Then they will know that we're not playing. Now, this was seen in a letter signed by Ekpa in his newly proclaimed capacity as the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. The letter dated 8 May and addressed to the ECOWAS community, to the Community Court of Justice, ECOWAS Court. According to the letter, Ekpa asked the court to review the current status of the case, noting how the continued prolongation of the case is jeopardizing the interests of Biafra and the Igbo people living in Nigeria. This is what Ifeanyi Ubah should be asking. This is what Dave Umahi should be asking. This is what Ohaneze Ndị Igbo, Iwu Anyanwụ should be asking, and not Senate President. The letter read, "We write to remind you of the lawsuit at the ECOWAS Court sitting in Abuja by the coalition of Northern Group and the other 18 nationalities seeking referendum toward a peaceful exit of Biafra and other indigenous groups from Nigeria. The lawsuit was adjourned to 20th October 2020 by Justice Inyang Ekwo. I want all of you to understand that we are still waiting for them. They must reply to this particular request. The African Charter on Human Rights and People's Rights states that every citizen in any African country has the right to say that he or she is no longer interested in remaining in that country. Hence, we want to know the status of this case and when the ECOWAS court intend to hear this suit, as Biafra people cannot wait indefinitely. Biafra of the old eastern region of Nigeria are living under existential threat in one Nigeria. So we Biafra demand referendum for a peaceful exit from Nigeria. Biafra estimated about all this. Anyway, of course, it was reported completely without removing or adding anything. And I commend the Sahara reporters. I commend Sahara reporters for putting it the way it is. At least this time around, they did not twist anything like they used to twist it before. But I want everybody to understand what we are doing. You know, before, some of these Achikote Ekuano people, they will tell you, what has IPOB done? Oh, tell me who they have written to. Tell me whether any country is talking with them. Tell me who have they approached. Tell me this, that. Tell me that. Today, they are not talking because the government of Biafra Republic government in exile have activated its full function, all department, and we are now taking the bull by its horn. So anybody that is going to say we did not write to them or we did not inform them, they should make it very clear now. So we are going to write them so that they will not have any complaint to say when we start this offensive for Biafra liberation, they will say, oh, we did not inform them before we start. From 29th May this month, when they are doing that thing in Abuja, Biafra is taking their freedom by themselves. Thank you very much. And we are going to open for calls, and the calls is going to last for just a few minutes so that the manner, the modus operandi of our brokers have changed, and because of the workload now, we are going to be having brokers for just 1 hour. And I know that I don't know if our women Umada is coming online. They're supposed to be online in our media team platform. They're supposed to be online. So I think we are going to allow them to allow the Umada. We are having another fundraising this weekend, and I want everybody to understand that fundraising is something that is going to be happening, almost every week. For those who are saying it is too soon, now the fund and resources is needed like never before. So Umada is set, right? All right. So Umada, you people can go online. You can go online and inform Biafrans. We are having fundraising this Saturday. Please, everybody must take note of this. It's very, very important. Because of that, we are not going to have. We are not going to receive call. We are not going to receive calls. So Umada can go live on our IPOB Autopilot media platform. Thank you very much. All right, I have confirmed Umada. Please watch Umada on all platforms, please. And thank you all for being part of this program. And because of that, we are not going to receive call. We are going to receive call tomorrow. Join us tomorrow again on this platform. Our app, our live broadcasting app may be ready this week. May be ready this week. But as soon as it's ready, we are going to notify you people. I'm going to review it, and then we assign few people to test the app before we make it public. So please keep your finger crossed. Tomorrow is going to be another big day, as we are going to be visiting the President of Finland. We are going to the President of Finland office tomorrow to officially hand over some of the communication we have so far communicated to many countries and then many unions. And we want to just notify him and notify our former president as well. Formally, it is the process we are taking so far. So stay tuned tomorrow for the update of that visitation. Thank you very much. May God bless all of you. May God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Remember that sit at home continues. Tomorrow, the sit at home continues till Thursday. We thank Biafra people for observing the sit at home today. So many places we are some kind of scanty movement. But we are expecting that there will be total compliance, since now everybody knows that we did not cancel the sit at home. So tomorrow we are expecting a total compliance everywhere in Biafra land. So please, very, very important. Thank you very much. May God bless you. And remember that this particular sit at home, 4-day sit at home, is pre-warning for what is to come. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not released on the 11th of this month, until 20th of June, we are going to come back with a more stringent measures to make sure that we compel the Nigerian government to obey their court and obey every treaty and thing they have signed with the United Nations, who have demanded the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and demanded him to be compensated and returned back to Kenya. May God bless you. May God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless Umada and their husband. May God bless government in exile. May God bless cabinet. May God bless all our ESN. May God bless Biafra Liberation Army. May God bless advisory committee and all of you that are working, tirelessly to see things done. May God bless the mandate group. May God bless all the Biafra Gøvt fundraising group also. May God bless you. Remember that most of you that are in the government, in the cabinet, make sure you find yourself in any of this group, either the new mandate group or the Biafra Gøvt fundraising group. It's very important. Thank you very much. May God bless all of you. From here, from me, is good evening.
You must go and listen to Simon.
We are or we want to collect money on this, on that. It will be in some possess. And I told them, I said, Simon Ekpa is fully possessed and also is a man that everybody should be careful to stay out. What's the meaning of that? The meaning of that is what is called possessed with the spirit of freedom. When somebody is possessed with the spirit of freedom, it will be in such a way that the person has no any other thing to do than to fight for what's called freedom. So you look at the Biafra land as a place called the fatherland of Biafra. The spirit of freedom right there in Biafra has already completely possessed Simon Ekpa. And as he has possessed Simon Ekpa, you that is trying to begin to make noise or fight with him or do one thing or the other, you are also fighting the spirit of freedom. It happen to you, it is not my concern, because you don't understand how spiritual things and the things of the spirit goes. Because in the realm of the spirit, when God wants to make sure somebody is used, the person will be used based on the coming upon the spirit, or what the kind of power that has possessed you, or the spirit that has possessed you. So spirit of freedom is already in his life and has possessed him fully, and they cannot talk any other thing than what's called freedom. And if anybody needs to move on the same direction or the same path, you must also come to the level of that level of spirit of freedom to endow you. People that talk about freedom with empty mouth, they end up and they're carried by chaff. When the wind blows, they are carried away. People that talk about freedom, when something bribe is given to them, they will just betray and go away. But people that are possessed with the spirit of freedom, with the spirit of Biafra land, no matter the bribe you give to them, they will never accept your bribe. They will never agree with you. If you like, take presidency of social country, they will never accept it from you, except that freedom that has possessed them, that they are after. That's what they go about. So Simon Ekpa is already filled with the spirit of what's called freedom. Fight. You should stay clear and not fight the man that has received what is called the grace, or received the power or the spirit of freedom. Don't fight that man. Fighting that man will destroy your life. It may even cost you what you will never, you and your generation may continue to suffer it. So I am not here to begin to follow anybody or side anybody. I am here to throw the light of what I am seeing in the spirit, because the spiritual always control the physical. And when I'm giving the message that's called the spiritual message, I pass it raw the way it is. So Simon Ekpa is a man that has already been filled and also possessed fully with the spirit of freedom. And the spirit of freedom is not the kind of spirit that you joke with. When he's appointed me, the spirit of the Lord has come upon me, anointed good tidings to spread
What does Biafra mean?
It means freedom, liberty, fairness, equity, and justice.
In practical terms, these are very good sounding words, but in practical terms, what does Biafra mean?
Confederation.
So, a weak center,
very weak,
very strong regions.
Absolutely.
Have you had a change of mind, therefore, about getting an independent Biafra? Because that's what I seem to be hearing.
No, I've not changed my mind, no. An independent Biafra means going back to the way we were before the white man came.
Okay, so you're not talking about a federation when you say a confederation. You're not talking about a federation as part of Nigeria. You're talking about total independence.
Absolute independence.
Complete independence. Now, is there anything that can happen that will make you change your mind about this particular direction?
No.
So it is either Biafra or nothing else?
Or death, yes.
or death.
That's correct.
If push comes to shove,
Yes.
will you go to war?
No, because truth is a far more potent and deadlier weapon than bullets and mortars.
So
Truth.
no war. You've ruled out the
Absolutely, I don't
war.
believe in war. No, no war. When I say Biafra order, then I'll keep pushing. Either I am alive, I die in the process. I won't stop. Allow me to repeat, if you don't mind. Had sovereign national conference been convened by the powers that be, where every ethnic nation, I said every, I don't care if there are 600, I don't care. Everyone is
all the
represented.
500 plus.
Everyone together to say this is all. Others can delegate, I don't know, powers to other people to attend on their behalf. Sit down to say, what type of country do we want? Sit down, discuss, agree. I can begin to perhaps submit to your position.
Is it too late?
It is way too late. They've killed too many people. They've ruined too many lives. They've wasted too many souls. How do we bring those people back?
If the
Yes, Umo Biafra, we salute you, we salute you, we salute you. It is way too late.
Way too late.
Way too late for us to start thinking of backing down now. So,
Mazi,
Mazi,
but we end this program. We could start with Madam. We could start them afresh. I beg, yeah.
no, Umada is already here. They're already in the studio.
Okay, but I will restart from my own end.
Yeah, you can start it from your own end. Umuada, you're already in. Let me bring your volume out. You're already in. Okay. Ekpa, can you hear me? Say something. Let me see if your voice comes out.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
You need to change the title. That's what I'm saying. You need to put another title for this one.
No, don't worry about the title. When we finish the broadcast, we can edit the title. That's not a problem. Okay, we are here. Mazi Rap, I salute you from inside the studio. Mazi 247, I salute you. And I will want you guys to join us in the Zoom. The link in the WhatsApp should be used to come into the Zoom, please. All right, Biafran people, Umuada are here to continue from where the Prime Minister stopped. And on this very note, we have the Minister of Defense and also in the Finance Department and the Umuada leader, Ekpa and Jogu 1 of Biafra land. Madam Azuka, I salute you. Welcome to the studio and your team. You have
Are we live?
Yes, we are live. You have the mic.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Hey, Sonny, how are you?
I'm fine.
Okay. Men or women who are representing us in the media. The media team, you guys are doing a nice job. You guys are wonderful. You being representing their friends, doing what you are supposed to be doing at this point in time. We thank you guys so much. We're so proud of you for all the things you've been doing. We must equally extend our women's greeting to your wife who are allowing you to be here daily to represent the image of their bride. And we equally want to thank the Umaja Nata Uku AC, the women of Vero, women, the lioness, those who have, put in their best and who are showing up every day, who are deeply disciplined and following whatever that is going on at this point in time, bringing their best to make sure that Biafra is restored. Sleepless nights, getting everything they have on the table to make sure that everything is moving swiftly. Umaja, I am so proud of you guys, and I'm also saying my women's greetings to all your husbands for supporting you. We say we're gonna kill a very big cow for all of them, not only the mothers that are eating this cow, but for your husband, I'll give the word. So thank you guys so much for being here this afternoon. And I want to thank our fellow Biafrans for being consistent. And also, I'm going to tell you, it is not easy. It is not easy. The reason why I say it's not easy is because there are some people that when you call them in the afternoon, they are here. When you call them in the morning, they're here. When you call them in the evening, they're here. Some of you are not sleeping anymore. The reason is because you want your freedom. And freedom is the utmost thing that can happen to any human being. Because you might be very, very rich, have everything it takes in life, but if you don't have freedom, sorry, your name and your generation is sorry. And you've been working tirelessly to make sure that you represent your constituents, your own town, your own state in this Biafran struggle. I really want to thank the Biafran Republic government in exile for everything they've been doing. They're doing a very nice job to make sure that they carry the activities of this struggle to its utmost point at this point in time. And our warmest and deepest greetings to our able Prime Minister, the everyone, the dragon that shakes up things, the man they couldn't arrest. But that is his name. I am so proud of you, Mansi, Simon Ekpa, our Honorable Prime Minister, for all the things you've been doing for Biafra people. And sometimes I used to ask what kind of spirit that God has put in you, but we know that when onions do look around and say, listen to Simon Ekpa, and he is taking us a new dimension. When everything is happening, I am not surprised. And Umada are very, we're supporting you 100%, and we keep telling you, keep pushing, no matter what. Onye no tieno so, apchewa ya nothing. I want to send and one. Thank you so much, the Honorable Prime Minister, for everything you've been doing. So, fellow dear friends, the Umada of Biafra here are here today because anytime you see us, know that we are coming of important events that is about to take place, or that we have a very important information that we want to give. And today, we want to remind of our next mega funding. Also, for every one of you for being consistent and be showing up all this while putting in your widow's mite and making sure that everything is working smoothly. And I must tell you that it's not easy. Like I said before, it is not easy because if you everything, those who are from the opinion, what is coming next? What are they up to? They would have been doing that. So you want to stay where you are, be watching how far they have gone, what have they been able to achieve. Maybe when the water is running very, very hot, they can now jump in. I want to tell you, I want to encourage you that we really appreciate that fact that we are seeing everything that you're doing, and we appreciate it very, very well. Thank you so much. May God in heaven, who is directing the affairs of this very movement, lead you through. I equally want to extend, not forgetting the man that you are fighting for, our indomitable leader, Mazen Nadekanu, who has been sitting there, watching us, praying for us. Because I know, look, let me tell you, at the appropriate time, Mazen show up. Because nobody can in his life. All we do now is to make sure that we are following the teachings. If you've not been listening to everything that he said, if you've not been listening to everything that he preached, please always go out. This is the prophet of our time, a man that God has used to speak to our people. He has spoken to us. He has accomplished his work. He has accomplished his job. All he's waiting for is for us to go and make that bed for him to come and lay down. And laying down is bringing the flag of Ekpa because he is holding it in his hand. And when he comes out, he will march with freedom and he will restore this flag and restore the Ekpa nation. He has already finished his assignment. So those that are still waiting for Mazen Nadekanu to come again and start speaking to them like babies, you are wasting your time. Always follow the trend of events because we cannot keep quiet. We cannot relent. We cannot stop what we're doing right now. We are marching forward. We have gotten to the 11th hour. Therefore, this fundraising, like I said, that is coming next Saturday, we are begging you, everybody, that you have seen what is going on at this point in time, that the Fulanis are taking over our place. First of all, they were able to master the game and put every of their brethren, every of their people in the head of their affairs. They have been able to put every of their people in the game and waiting for the day to Islamize us. The only thing that is stopping them is the activities of the ESN. And we cannot, I repeat, we cannot give our land to the Fulani nation. We cannot give our land to the terrorist state of Nigeria. We cannot give our land to these uncircumcised human beings that doesn't value life because we don't have anything in common with them. We cannot give up our land of this earth. And what does it do? Tell that you're still sitting down there watching from the window. It's time for you to very, very clearly and come boldly and support what we are doing. And come for this fundraising. We need your support. Like I always used to say, that you have only two choices. One is to support what we are doing, and the ESM who are ready, the able-bodied gentlemen and women who are representing us in the bushes. who are fighting every day to make sure that they secure our land will fight for you. Or you choose to fight this war yourself. But is war coming? Is war looming? Yes, it's already on ground. Because you cannot tell me that thousands of men and women are dying every day, that systematically coming to our place, trying to get everything that we have, trying to secure our land, keeping their hands and ammunition inside the bushes, trying to overtake and put their outcomes, trying to detect the tone of how we live and how we move and how we live, trying to make our women or rape our women and kill our fathers and our brothers and our fathers. You cannot tell me that you've not been seeing that, because what I see or what I'm seeing is that we've been so, hypnotized by the, what they're selling out there to pretend as if we are not seeing it or we are not hearing what is going on. But I must tell you, we are not the people that you can deceive at this time, because you're supposed to have been seeing everything. You've seen how they're pushing their ammunitions everywhere, hotels, to pack everything. We want those individuals to come to our nation, to occupy our land, that you will not have a place to rest, you will not have a place to run to when the time comes. Because when you succeed in selling your brothers or selling your own nation, you will not have a place when the time comes. Because when you sell your own brother, sell your own sister, I am telling you, those who are watching you, sold your sisters and your brothers, we never trust you. That's why we keep calling for all of you to do your best, do your widow's mite, contribute to this fundraising so that we will be able to achieve what we are doing. You cannot see that is out there. You cannot say that you have not seen everything that is going on in this very contraction called Nigeria. Nigeria was non-negotiated. You know that. The amalgamation was not negotiated. Nothing was negotiated by the indigenous people of Nigeria itself. It was concocted by some few individuals because of selfish interest of the British government to be able to carve out this name called Nigeria. And they put the cat, the rat, the snake, and the scorpion in one place for them to live, only in their own selfish interest, to be able to accomplish what they intended to do. So, brethren, the war is on. Brothers and sisters, the war is on. Mothers, the war is on. Sisters, the war is on. Let it be known to every nook and cranny of Nigeria that we will not accept defeat of any kind from this Gaza-weak government taking over our land. And that's why we are still inviting you to come and pay your own tithe so that we will be able to possess our possession. Because Biafra has been marked as it's a project that you and I must accomplish. Biafra is a nation that you and I that has been designated to accomplish. So if you stay out there watching what is going on, or those who are out there trying to use every necessary means to snare what we are doing, I tell you, the Umahi of Biafra are telling you to, if you are out there trying to concoct stories of blackmail to destroy what you are doing, you are not going to enter the land of Almighty God. If all you're doing is to make sure that you mount the project of the Almighty God, I'm telling you, it's not going to be easy for you. And I equally want to appeal to those who are doing their best, who are bringing things to the table, who are putting their everything they have, who are having sleepless nights to make sure that everything is coming. To continue what you're doing, out there, trying to destroy. We are at the 11th hour. Biafra must come. It's a project that has been marked out by the Almighty God. And if you die, those who are paying their come and still doing what you're doing. Some of those nice days trying to mess everything that you're doing. We've told you, there is nothing you can do than to be there, crying me a river, sleepless nights, everything that comes with it. You caused it yourself. Everything that you're doing now, not sleeping every day, because people that you're talking to doesn't want to listen to what you're doing. Your crying now doesn't move up. It does not show anything. And we cannot listen to you because you have nothing to contribute to the table. You don't have anything to show. You don't have anything to give at this point in time. So what we are telling you is to pass by the side so that those who are willing to do the work kind of keep going, pilot the affairs of the people. I equally want to there are some things that we don't like to do all the time in what this Umada of Biafra. We don't want to be talking about people who are irrelevant to what we are doing. We only want to talk about those who are contributing something on the table. The time comes when we have to sound this alarm to those who are distracting us. We want to call on Pastor Livingstone. Pastor Livingstone to stay by the side, to be warned by the Almighty God, to stay clear from what we are doing, because you are constituting nuisance to this struggle. You are regarded as the king of the fallen angels right now. And we're telling you, your face cannot show the face of Biafra because your heart is full of evil. So we're telling you to stay by the side because you don't have anything to show. We thought that you're a pastor, but you're not. And your fallen demons, which I am not going to mention because I find it very difficult, but I just want to let you know that you are old enough to know what is good and what is bad. That your activities cannot stop the movement of Biafra or stop the Prime Minister of this Biafran government in exile. It cannot. All of you back together, all of you join together, cannot stop what we are doing. So you have come so late that there is nothing you can do at this point in time. The ones known and those that have not been known. But we want to let you know that the reason why we're calling your name is that at least I had a little respect for you, but it has gotten to a point where we can call you by your name. Because among all these people, you are like their father. That's why I'm calling you. So you should go and rethink of what you're doing to think if your wife is watching you, whether you're depicting the image of your family as a responsible man, what you are doing. You have no shame and you have disgraced yourself. So we want to let you know that your activities are causing your generation, are causing people who are following you, your children and your children and your family. The reason why we're calling you out is that we want you to stay by the side because you are constituting nuisance every now and then. There is nothing you can do. We don't have any apology promoting what you're promoting, or what we're telling you is that we don't want your children to suffer because of your activities, and we don't want your family to suffer because of all your activities. And we're not begging you to stop, but we're only telling you what you are buying and what you're trying to buy for your children. To stay clear, because enough of your nonsense and enough is enough. We don't want to call other people, but we want to tell you that Umahi of Biafra are warning you to stay clear from our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. Stay clear, because you've done enough disgrace to yourself and your family. The king is from the Almighty God. Eze Sinachuku, you have enough to contribute to what we are doing. But if you don't want to contribute to what we are doing, I want you to stay by the side. The room is still open for each and every one of you that wants to come in. But you must know where you belong. Right now, you already, sideline yourself and allowing demons to use you every now and then to confuse the gullible one who doesn't know what is going on. You announce our house, the Biafran house, saying all manners of things. But I want to tell you, you that have, sworn by the Almighty God that whatever that is happening there is not from us. You are going to take it yourself. Whatever that comes there, because you're going to see it yourself. You're going to see it of your generation. Enough of this nonsense. Pastor Livingston, I have to tell you that you've done enough disgrace to your entire family. Stay by the side. But you can continue doing what you're doing if you want. But Umahi of Biafra are warning you to stay clear from our, because there is nothing you have to contribute at this point in time. Secondly, I want to thank those who are complying to the spirit of home. You guys are doing an amazing job. The only thing we can do to achieve this Biafra is hearkening to instructions and do it so we ask you to do. Because that's the only way to destabilize and to disorganize and to shatter the economy of the Tanzania government. It's what we are asking you guys to do, so that we'll be able to crush their economy. By the time the economy is crushed, they'll be able to listen to us. So those of you who have been complying to this at home, thank you so very much. I keep going. It's 4 or 5 days. You are already there. I want to thank each and every one of you for everything that you've been doing. And we want to keep telling you and keep encouraging you to keep on going, because very soon. Everything will be unveiled. And those who are mocking us will be shamed forever. I want to welcome all the Umahi of Biafra, with that being said, and I want to call now Biafra people.
Thank you so much, Chairwoman and our leader, Umahi. We appreciate you, all your efforts and all the challenges and all the jealousy, people who are jealous of what you can do and all that. You know, I've been in this struggle, people, and I have come across men, and all these people, you know, they are just, they cannot do, when people cannot.
In fact, my ears are filled. I don't know how God has blessed this guy this much. Please, people should keep behind him. He has strategy. He's bringing up new strategy, like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. Through what he's doing, Biafra will come. It is by fire and by force. They don't have option, because we are not relaxing, we are not relenting. Continuity is it, and we must continue. We must continue until they will release us to go, because they can't pocket us and be doing this dirty game up and down. No, can't continue that way. Please do subscribe to this channel. Always come around for more news of such. God bless you.